This is a video demonstrating the Minuteman hose load deployment, the loading portion of this application for the Deer Park Volunteer Fire Department. We'll begin with the loading of the flat load as indicated by the type of apparatus. The length of this portion might differ based upon the apparatus. Check with your station officers to see how much hose is underneath the last 100 foot where the Minuteman begins. Let's begin. As you can see, these firefighters are making a traditional flat load deployment. You'll see the last coupling that comes on is the male coupling. The firefighter in the hose bed is going to take that last coupling, the male coupling, all the way to the back of the hose bed, flip it over the back wall into the crow's nest. That'll be the final portion that we connect to the Minuteman once we begin that hose evolution. Be sure to leave enough slack so that that connection can be made based upon the way the last 100-foot Minuteman begins. So unlike the traditional flat load, we're going to begin with the male coupling with the Minuteman hose load. So we'll work the hose all the way back and take that male coupling. So the firefighter on the ground is going to hand that male coupling to the firefighter in the hose bed. They're going to run that all the way to the back of the hose bed. And once they get it to the back of the hose bed, their job at that point begins to hold the fold and to work the male coupling back on itself towards the front to the back of the apparatus. We want to be sure that we have enough hose, slack in the hose to connect our appliance, the gated Y, after it's worked back to the tailboard area. At this point, we can connect our gated Y to that male coupling. Be sure that we have it hand tight to avoid any leakage or losing the gated Y when we make our deployment. From here, we begin the Minuteman loading it back onto itself. You can see this first fold covers up the gated Y. That allows that fold to be used as a handle to aid in the deployment process. By wrapping both hands around that fold, the firefighter is able to pull the gated Y, the fold, and the 3 layers of hose on top of it as it begins the deployment process. When the next 50 feet comes, we're simply going to hand tighten the 2 coupling sets and continue to load the hose load. The Minuteman is really just a flat load in reverse. Where a flat load begins with the female coupling, the Minuteman begins with the male coupling. And so every fold that we're putting in here is the same type of fold we use for a flat coupling. It's just loaded backwards so that it can be deployed from the top of the shoulder as opposed to coming off the bottom of the shoulder during the deployment process. As always, the tailboard firefighter is going to hold the fold at his end as the hoses work to the back of the hose bed. And then to finish it off, we take the female coupling and we connect it to the male coupling that we've thrown over into the crow's nest so that the first 100 feet will deploy off the top of our shoulder as a Minuteman, and the remaining flat load will be available in the event that 100 feet is not enough to get us to the objective.